Hi, I'm Noelle Morals of Morals Money. Morals Money runs on a simple business plan where you join our elite team and become a team manager by recruiting your friends and family. You can work from anywhere and at any time, the perfect side hustle while you raise your kids. You don't even have to be a salesman. Just by joining with your friends and family, you are already moving up the rank to become a #girl boss. So join our multi-level structure and see for yourself what a good, hard-working company we are.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's performance of the Emerald Heist. We hope you enjoyed your salad. Perhaps we should call our play Eat Your Greens, but not the Emeralds. Yes, well, anyway, during the course of our entertainment, you will see that we are all 6 feet apart from each other and online. We promise there will be no technical difficulties during this production. Probably.
I heard that the diamond was worth $5 million.
I'm so excited. I love a good train ride.
Wait, how could a rock be worth $5 million? Was it like buried in the ground, like
I
deep
don't
in the
think
ground,
conductor's
like
here right now.
hundreds of
What I
thousands
should
of
do?
years or something like that?
The fact that it comes in a plastic.
Choo-choo.
Jeweler, explain
You head this way,
explain
right?
how are these
All aboard! Good day. Yes. I believe I've collected all of the... I don't believe I've seen your tickets.
Sure thing. Did you
No, I never. Mm-mm.
in the suitcase maybe?
No, we had them after we stowed the luggage. Did you put them in your pocket?
They were right here. I swear.
Could you hurry it up, please? I do have a train to conduct.
Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Why did you bring that?
Well, I know it's superstitious, but I always carry it and think of it that one time where you actually bought a gift when we were roaming the streets of Iran, the Grand Bazaar. I was carried and think of getting back home safely.
Sir, if you don't have tickets, I'm afraid you will both have to be.
Excuse me.
Hey, actually, excuse me first.
Yes?
We've all heard the rumor that a passenger brought the Rockefeller Emerald ring on this train. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss the items our passengers may or may not bring on board.
I'll take that as a yes.
Now, sir, I must insist.
Let me help with that.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, if neither of you have tickets, I'm afraid you will be out.
Ha! Found them.
Yes, I see, but those are coach tickets, which do not, I repeat, do not include access to this first-class dining car. You will have to return to your seats.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
If you're quite finished humiliating these fine young people, I'd be happy to pay the cost for an upgrade to their tickets.
Well, I had no intention of humiliating.
Of course you did. Now, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Think nothing of it.
That was so kind.
So kind of her. I know.
I didn't even get her name.
That was Mrs. Winston.
Mrs. Winston.
Yes, dear. She's the most generous person. Why? I shouldn't be telling you this. And certainly not all of you. but I'm the curator of a lovely little museum outside of the Sahara.
Why, that's where we're going.
That's where we're all going, considering that's where this train is heading.
Shh. I want to hear this.
Well, we don't get a lot of well-known items, really, being a small institution, but Mrs. Winston is loaning us the Rockefeller Emerald ring.
My God. So the rumors are true.
Have you seen?
Have I seen it? Of course I have.
Well, how can you be sure it's the real thing?
Because I authenticated it.
Of course.
You might want to sit down. I have a feeling this is going to take a while.
Oh my God. I consult on a freelance basis for Christie's, Sotheby's, and other fine auction houses. I was brought here by Mrs. Winston, whom I can confirm is the most delightful and hospitable client that I have ever had.
So why weren't you sitting with Mrs. Winston?
Oh, I didn't want to draw attention.
Oh, Mrs. Winston, I cannot thank you enough. What happened back there was absolutely mortifying, and if you hadn't stepped in, I honestly...
Think nothing of it, dear.
Let's go, you trained monkey.
Oh my.
What do you think you're doing?
The conductor here is going to show me that emerald ring.
U.S. Marshal, you're not taking her anywhere.
You think I won't shoot?
Please.
There's no reason to hurt anyone. It's just a pretty rock.
Let her go.
As long as she cooperates, she'll be back here safe and dry.
Just do as she says. It'll be all right.
I thought you were here to prevent crimes like this.
My job is to stop terrorists. Thieves are not my primary concern.
Well, we're all a little bit terrorized now. We have a hostage situation that may soon have a murder.
Oh.
I don't think it'll come to that. There are guards back there. Well-trained, experienced men. She won't get past them.
Oh, she won't get... Like she didn't get past you?
I'm not here to protect the conductor. I'm here for the passengers. I don't want to create a conflict in a crowded dining car.
Well, what do we do when she comes back? If she comes back?
Yeah, do you think she'll come back?
It's possible. Did you see what kind of weapon she had?
No, I'm sorry. It all happened so fast.
Come on, James. You were sitting right here. What did you see?
I didn't see anything besides salad dressing and dust bunnies in the corner and Versace shoes.
Mrs. Winston, what about you?
We were having a perfectly wonderful time, and she pulled out a gun.
Curator, what can you tell us?
I have to say, listen, I was smelling myself. I smelled so good. My cologne is very expensive. Then all of a sudden, a stank. I look up, a gun. Now, what about this couple? They were awfully chummy with her a little while ago.
Begging everyone's pardon, but I think we should all settle down. It's no good turning against one another. As the marshal said, it's just a pretty rock. I'll not have you impugning one another's character over it.
Yes, Mrs. Winston.
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Winston.
Well?
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Winston.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Thank you all for your cooperation.
Ah! Was that the conductor?
I do hope she's all right.
I hope the ring is all right. Well, I do. It'll be a little draw for our tiny, tiny museum.
I'm sure it will, but I hardly think it's worth a person's life.
Meh. I barely know her.
All right, no one move.
You do realize that's just a water gun, right?
Of course, I know it's a water gun. I didn't think it'd be appropriate to be waving a real gun around so many innocent people. I mean, Think of the liability issues. I stick a gun in somebody's face and the guy goes into cardiac arrest. Oh my god, I could be sued.
But we heard a scream. Did you hurt the conductor?
Let's just say she had a little accident.
Where is she?
She's changing her outfit. I said she had an accident, if you get my drift. And I'll do the same to any of you if you get in my way.
Please don't shoot. I'm wearing suede.
Really?
I've been wet before. Now, what have you done with the Rockefeller Emerald ring?
Me? Nothing. It wasn't even there. It's already been stolen.
What?
Well, this changes everything. I suggest we take our seats and consider just what might be going on here. Also, is anyone else hungry? Salad never fills me up.
I am feeling a little peckish.
All right then, we'll take a dinner break, but nobody leaves this dining car.
Are you tired of watching the same show all the time?
Or how about boring old dinners you eat on your own?
Well, listen here. Do we have a message for you?
That's right. Down here over at Fine Dining Dinner Theater, we not only give luxurious meals, but also a great time.
Murder mysteries, comedy shows, dramatic love tales. You name it, we've got it.
Not to mention, we have the best steaks in town. Steak.
That's right. Great food, great laughs, and great times.
So come on down to Fine Dining Dinner Theater,
Where you can not only enjoy the food, but enjoy the show.
All right, now that we've all eaten, can we get on with this already? Okay? If you recall, I said the ring wasn't even there. It's already been stolen.
Damn it.
James.
It got me thinking. I mean, we could really use the money.
So it was you.
Hey, I just said I thought about it. If I had taken it, I would have kept my mouth shut.
Or maybe you're just trying to throw us off. Maybe you're just that smart.
Oh, no, I assure you. He's not that smart, no.
Lucy.
Oh, sweetie, you know I didn't mean it like that.
Well, sure sounded like it.
Enough.
Look, lady, I'm the one with the pistol, so I'll decide when it's enough. You get me? Okay.
Why should we believe you about the ring not being there? How'd you get past the guards?
Tossed a couple of these into the car.
The old water balloon right in the eyes trick.
Exactly.
You must have had perfect aim.
Of course. I'm a professional. And then I snatched the box and opened it up.
And
It wasn't there. Were you listening? I'm a perfectly honest thief with no reason to lie. Just told you that.
so where's the emerald then?
If I knew that, I'd already be off this train.
And the guards? Why didn't they chase you?
They appear to be dead.
Dead? From water balloons?
Don't be ridiculous. They look like they've been poisoned. No blood, but no pulse either.
No pulse? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
You actually stopped to check?
Look, I'm not some pure evil comic book villain here. As theater people would say, I'm a layered character with a rich backstory.
Really?
Sure. And maybe we can all get coffee after this and talk it over. But right now, I want to know who stole that emerald ring.
Well, I guess it could have been anybody.
Not just anybody.
You're all right. I was so worried.
I am perfectly healthy. I can't say the same for my outfit. This ruffian has no respect for fine fabrics.
And don't you forget it.
You said not just anyone could have stolen the emerald. What did you mean by that?
That car is secured at both ends. Only the main guard and I have the passkey. I let her in under duress of pistol on my back, but I checked the logs. Only Miss Winston and myself have been in or out since we boarded.
First class passengers all came through that door?
So did the guards.
What about the coach passengers?
They come in through the same door, but they're restricted to the front area of the train. To get to the Emerald Ring, they'd have to go through this car, which we would never allow. We have standards.
What about the wait staff?
What? Now you're suggesting the butler did it.
With the work our staff is doing to take care of our guests, I hardly think they would have had a moment to spare. Besides, they don't have a passkey.
No, she's right. The kitchen staff car and they're all the way at the front of the train, right behind the engine. I mean, they have less access to the secure car than anyone.
How do you know that?
Research. I actually had a plan for this heist, you know?
If you say so.
With all these facts, it seems every possible suspect is eliminated except yourself. Look, if you can convince us that somebody else stole the diamond, we can overlook the unfortunate water pistol incident. Otherwise, I'll have to turn you over to the local authorities when we get into the next station.
No, I have eliminated every possible suspect except for the people in this room. And if I had the emerald, I would have already slipped away. Someone else has it. Someone in this room, and I suggest we each go back to our seats and consider who might be the culprit.
Did you know that ice cream is said to make you feel better?
Well, duh, everyone knows that.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have any.
And I'm vegan, so I used to love it, but not anymore.
Well, now Ice Cream Treats has dairy-free vegan ice cream.
Yeah, so does everyone else.
Yes, but ours has over 30 flavors.
Wait.
Wait. What?
From Berry Supreme to vanilla, we have new and classic flavors.
Wait,
Oh.
Did you say Berry Supreme?
After all these years, you are telling me that I can finally have ice cream again?
And I can finally have some new and different flavors instead of the boring kind?
That's right. So try out Ice Cream Treats' new dairy-free and vegan-friendly products. Available now.
Okay, that was impressive. Can I have some, please? All right, did you figure out who on this train swiped the emerald ring?
Me? I was with you the whole time, remember? When you kidnapped me, shot at me with a water gun, and ruined my clothes? I've told you everything that I know.
Right. Okay, well, what about you guys? What are you doing here?
Us? We were on a lovely trip to the desert, which was this brilliant man's idea. Said we needed a camel. Don't know what for.
I like camels.
Okay. Did anybody know about the emerald ring before they boarded the train?
Why would I
didn't
do
know
it?
about it, but if I did,
baloney.
Not that it's really any business of yours,
you know,
though.
protect us anyway. I know this is valuable, so I never heard of it. If I did, I would have, popped on with my badge
Odd.
on the
I
front.
mean, you could go see
Maybe
what
the back of
else
the guards actually told them how to protect this thing, and you would have prevented this crime. And honestly, this would have been all over, But
Yo!
sadly,
Okay, everybody, be quiet.
you realize that's not helping, right?
Lady, if you don't shut up, I will soak that ponytail right off your head.
You wouldn't dare.
Indeed, she would dare, as my outfit will attest.
All right. I've had enough of this nonsense. Zoom, 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 zoom. Now everybody settle down or else.
Wait. That's just a toy lightsaber.
What? As opposed to a real lightsaber? Have you ever been hit with one of these things?
It's like getting kicked by a camel. Not that I would know.
Now quiet down. so we can sort this out. So, Mrs. Winston, you had the emerald ring when you arrived at the station, is that correct?
Yes.
And then you met with the conductor?
Yes.
Where?
In the offices of the rail line?
So, if we are to believe that the thief didn't take it and nobody else has been in or out of that railway car, then the ring went missing somewhere between that office and the secure car?
That's logical.
Makes sense.
I know you took a lot of tickets today, but can you remember anything about who came in when? It might be important.
Well, I believe it was the curator who arrived first. I remember the lovely suede pants and fantastic jewelry.
Okay, and then?
And then she came in. I remember the odd black outfit didn't really fit in with the vibe of the train.
And?
And then there was quite a wave, with most arriving just before we were due to depart. Of course, Mrs. Winston and her party were last of all.
We waited in the office until the crowd had cleared. For security reasons.
Sure.
But you two, I don't remember you arriving at all. How did you even get in here?
We
You see, there was a.
I'm not sure how to put it, but
Just spit it out.
Okay, we
yeah,
snuck in through the
snuck
kitchen.
in through.
I thought those tickets were fake.
Oh, no. The tickets were real, honest.
It was just the cash. You see, we spent everything on those camel rentals. They were so expensive.
And, we didn't have any money left for food.
And it smelled anything. It smelled better than anything else we had to eat, including the camel.
Well, maybe we thought that no one would notice if, we just snuck in with these people.
Just a pair of freeloading wastrels.
Says the woman who came here to steal an emerald.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of nerve after what you tried to pull.
Oh, tried. She was quite successful in pulling the trigger.
Were they here when you got here? Have they been here the whole time?
I believe so. I couldn't at all help noticing his ill-fitting threadbare suit. No offense intended, but it is conspicuous in this dapper crowd.
Well, that narrows it down a bit, doesn't it?
You're correct. I think we must focus our search.
Unless we've missed some key element in the narrative. The person or persons who stole the Rockefeller Emerald ring
And killed its guards.
must be sitting here.
Which one of you is so heartless and greedy that you would steal from this sweet woman? This kind, generous woman.
Yeah, me too.
You?
Well, I mean, if whoever had stolen it hadn't stolen it first, then I would have stole it. The emerald is rightfully mine.
Hey, shut up.
I'm going to have to ask you all to stand up and back away slowly from the table. Who was sitting here?
Well, looks like you've got your man.
Why, I got it.
That's enough out of you.
I'm afraid you'll have to come with me. I had the handcuff somewhere around here. Well then, we'll lock you up in the secured car with your victims. Zoom, zoom, zoom. You could think about what you've done until we get off.
Oh, well, that was quite a relief. I'm really counting on the emerald being a hit. Without it, I'm not sure we could have kept the museum open another year. It really is a lovely piece.
Don't remind me.
I really wish I could have given you that ring.
James, I don't need pretty rocks. Okay, I have you.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, I didn't mean it like that.
Stop. I can't allow this. I just can't.
Mrs. Winston, the man's a thief and a murderer. Justice must be served.
But this isn't justice. Not at all.
We caught him red-handed.
No. It was me. I planted the ring there.
You're the most generous person I've ever met, Mrs. Winston. But this is taking it too far. You can't take blame for somebody else's crime.
No, that's the problem. I've been too generous. I'm broke.
Really?
Yes.
Then why not just sell the ring?
Well, that's what I was going to do. But when we were getting ready to loan the ring to the museum, I got a closer look at the insurance policy. That's when I realized that if the ring were stolen, I could collect that money. And when I'd gone through that, I'd be able to sell the ring quietly.
You were willing to murder to make a buck? You poisoned the guards to hide it?
Not poisoned, drugged. I told them I wanted to check on the emeralds, then I drugged them so I could switch the boxes. They should be waking up any minute now.
I thought you examined them.
Well, not thoroughly. I'm a thief after all, not an EMT. Jeez.
And you never thought about who else might get hurt?
I'm ashamed to say I didn't.
I'm sorry, James. I hope you can forgive me.
I'm not forgiving any of you.
I can still hit you with this.
No, I'm the one you should lock up.
Oh. Surely, that's not necessary.
The name's Edith, not Shirley. And it is necessary. I committed the crime and I must suffer the punishment.
Why, thank you, ma'am. Considering the circumstances, I imagine prosecutors will be lenient. I know I'll do what I can. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you keep an eye on this?
Oh. 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 Oh.
What the
Are you sick and tired of the cold, crunchy shell of hard-boiled eggs? That sharp, smooth texture when you first bite in, and the shell that gets stuck between your teeth? Introducing Squeeze Egg, the blended hard-boiled egg in an easy-to-use, convenient pouch. Our patented Squeeze Egg formula blends together a whole hard-boiled egg, crushing the shell into convenient, slurp-sized pieces within the egg amalgamation. The Squeeze Egg is the perfect on-the-go snack to enjoy in the classroom, car, or public transit. Our squeezable pouch technology guarantees a smooth, eggy texture, so you can enjoy the comforts of a hard-boiled egg anytime, anywhere. Squeeze Egg. Squeeze it today. But wait, there's more. If you buy today, we will even throw in a brand new package of instant powdered hot dog. Sprinkle it on toast, mix it into your coffee, or snort straight from the package for an instant shot of protein and that great hot dog aftertaste. Hurry, this deal won't last forever. Call now to order your Squeeze Egg and your complimentary instant powdered hot dog. Squeeze Egg. Squeeze it today.
This is Professor Dexter speaking.
This is Sharon Chart.
Name's Dan Darren.
Hi, my name is Anne.
My name is Rotrastep.
I am the great Pharaoh Snafu.
I have been studying the ancient Egyptian cultures for a decade.
And I'm an Egyptologist.
I'm an adventurer and a fortune hunter.
Master of hieroglyphics.
I'm one of the temple guardians.
I am leading my team to Egypt.
Maybe I can teach them a few things.
I'm the only person around here who's actually capable to do some work.
if you ever do happen to stumble upon our temple and be inside of it, I really do hope that you have a great visit.
Do not enter my tomb unless you wish to be eviscerated.
Fellow explorers, we're nearly there. Just down this entrance.
Are you sure this is the right way, Professor?
Certain. This map couldn't have been clearer. Bring that lantern up, will you, Sharon?
Here it is, Professor.
Thank you, Sharon. We must now be cautious and look closely for evidence of the actual entrance. Can you make out those hieroglyphs and...
Let me see. These markings are from the 5th dynasty.
That would definitely be the correct time period.
Wonderful. Can you read them?
I think so. He who disturbs this tomb will be... Goes on to say something about plagues, snakes, lizards, and scorpions. Boilerplate curses.
Bad news for grave robbers.
Good thing we're scientists.
Speak for yourself. I'm a fortune hunter.
Wait, here's something. This seal bars the doors to the secret hidden crypt of the great Pharaoh Snafu.
Eureka!
Does it really say secret and hidden?
Yes, it does.
Those are odd words to find at an entrance. Usually, it's just secret and hidden.
Yet, here it is, right under swarms of locusts.
Who cares? We are here at last. A decade's worth of research and exploration is rewarded.
How do we get in?
Break the seal.
And who's going to do that?
It better be someone willing to brave 1,000 despairs worse than...
What? Death?
Eternal oblivion.
Gee, that's pretty dark, even for a curse.
So, just break the seal and we'll go in.
Maybe one of you guys should do it.
Huh. This is obviously a job for Dan Darren, seeker of adventure.
Do you think we'll have to dynamite?
Maybe. Or maybe I just need a chisel or something.
How about a nail file?
Huh. Worth a try. Let me see. Ah, I got it. Now if we can just pull it open.
It says push.
Oh.
Oh, hieroglyphs.
1, 2.
Come on, everyone. Push.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Marvelous. Just think. I am the first living man here in perhaps thousands of years.
Technically, I was the first one over the threshold.
Look at these artifacts.
I didn't say man.
Definitely 5th Dynasty.
I'm here for the gemstones. Oh, look at those rubies.
Then, this must be the antechamber of the tomb of Pharaoh Nefu. There should be a doorway into the actual crypt somewhere.
Do you expect that we'll see his unopened sarcophagus, Professor?
These treasures seem untouched by robbers. I think we're unbelievably fortunate, and we really are the first ones here.
Intruders! Do you not know it is death to encroach upon the sacred burial chamber of the great pharaoh Snafu? Lay down your plunder and await your doom. Intruders! Do you not know it is death to encroach upon the sacred burial chamber of the great pharaoh Snafu? Lay down your plunder and await your doom.
Oh my, let me shut that off. Now there's a code you have to punch in. Sun, hippo, crocodile, falcon, abyss.
Intruders! Do you not know it is death to encroach upon the sacred...
There we go. Didn't you read the warning outside the door? It's pretty dire. You're really not supposed to be in here.
We assumed we were the first ones to enter this tomb in centuries.
And you thought you'd do a little grave robbery?
We're scientists.
Speak for yourself.
Except him.
I'm a fortune hunter.
Fortune hunter who's just left fingerprints all over these jewels. May I ask what you scientists were planning to do with these artifacts you were appropriating?
Why? We would take them to Cairo and sell them to the museum.
Uh-huh. Grave robbers, just like I said.
But in a museum, the artifacts will be on view for all the people to see.
Forever? Here, they're meant to be on view forever by the gods.
Excuse me, but I have to ask, who just are you?
Oh yeah, sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sin Notrostep. I'm one of the temple guardians. We've been in charge of looking after these tombs since the early days. 4 or 5,000 years at least.
How old are you?
I haven't been personally guarding the tomb for thousands of years. I'm the latest in the long line of guardians. My father did it, his father did it, his father's father. You get the picture. But since I'm not married and have no children of my own, I have to get a nephew or someone to carry on, or fellow.
Are you really going to,
eliminate us?
Yeah, that's it. Are you going to eliminate us for trespassing?
If so, I will have something to say about that. I have my bullwhip here somewhere.
Nah, you seem like decent folks. If you promise you won't take anything and that you'll pay for the damages to the doors, I'll let you slide.
Yes, okay. We won't take anything. We'll just look.
Could I take some photographs for my records?
Sure, that's fine. Just don't get me in the shot. We're supposed to be like a secret society, you know? Hey, would you like to meet His Highness?
Oh, you mean the actual mummy of the great pharaoh Snafu?
Yeah, that's the one. He's just in here.
Wait, are you going to show us his mummified body?
Leader, I can't wait to see him in the flesh.
Don't be looking for much flesh here. Snuffle will be all wrapped up. He's really old and a little grumpy. Oh wait, I forgot. Before you can see him, I'm supposed to test to see if you are true of heart and not just in it for the glory and plunder. Is that okay?
Yeah.
This consists of a question which you must answer to my satisfaction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Brave explorers, are you true of heart and not just in it for the glory and plunder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Even you, fortune hunter?
Oh, I'll behave myself.
Okay then, step this way. He's over here.
Who disturbs my eternal slumber?
Your Majesty, it's me, Sid. We have some visitors.
Visitors, have we? Are they here to steal my treasures?
No, Great Pharaoh. They're just here to look upon your greatness. They want to bask in your greatness.
Well, okay then.
I must explain something. During mummification, they surgically removed Pharaoh's organs and sucked out his brain through his nose. He hasn't been quite himself since.
And yet he's alive?
I wouldn't go so far as to say he's alive. It's a bit of a gray area.
Will he speak to us? Can he answer questions?
Yes, he will. Apparently being brainless doesn't stop him from sharing his thoughts. But you must pose your questions simply and slowly. That brain thing has kind of muddled his wits.
What sayest thou, Sydney?
More words of adulteration, Great Pharaoh.
That's nice.
See what I mean? Ute arpashe, you get my drift?
Huh. Couldn't be clearer.
Great Pharaoh, I am an archaeologist.
Never heard of it. What is this? Archaeologist?
An archaeologist? Well, that's a person who digs around searching for clues and insights into older civilizations.
We didn't have those in my day. No need. There were no civilizations older than us.
Ask your question.
We have noted on many artifacts that the names of other pharaohs from the past have been scratched out or overwritten, as if their names was to be erased from history.
Yes, we did that. Especially when history was uncomfortable or contrary to prevailing thought. We didn't like to be reminded of such aberrations. Best to expunge them from the historical records.
Is that what happened to Hatshepsut?
Who?
Hatshepsut. She was one of the few female pharaohs.
I don't recall the name.
Well,
the scheme must have worked. There were only male pharaohs.
Well, she was after.
There were only male pharaohs.
He's in denial.
Great Pharaoh Snafu. I've always wondered how the pyramids were actually built. There was no earth-moving equipment, no power tools.
We built the pyramids the same way any public works project is done. Plenty of labor and plenty of time, plenty of capital.
Any more questions for the Great Pharaoh?
Don't you get weary spending eons all alone in this dark tomb?
The Great Pharaoh does not answer personal questions.
No, it's okay. I want to talk about this. The first millennium of immortality was fine. I reflected upon my many triumphs and the adulation of the masses. Then I spent some time cursing my enemies, but even that got tiresome and repetitive. And thinking about the future was pointless, because what's ahead of me is just more and more and more of the same. So then I started plotting against intruders and grave robbers, but nobody came. That is, until you four. I could shamble out of the sarcophagus and eviscerate you. But now that seems ill-mannered. You all seem nice, and it's actually been pleasant to chat with somebody. When you leave, Sydney will close my cover stone, and I'll be left alone in the dark again. The whole thing really is lonely, and a bit scary, even for a great pharaoh.
What was that?
Oh no, the wall by the door must be giving away. When you broke the seal, you must have weakened the structure.
What? Just from that little jimming? Oh, good thing I didn't use the dynamite.
Why do interlopers never take wall curses seriously? They're clearly stated and very straightforward.
They didn't mention cave-ins.
Yes, they do, in small print glyphs at the bottom. Did you even read the whole thing? Boy, this is going to cost you guys extra.
Well, my credit card is back at the tent. I would go get it, but...
Now we're trapped.
We can only hope that someone finds the entrance and dig us out before our air runs out.
But we were the first people here in thousands of years.
You know there's another exit, right?
There is?
Where?
In the back of the tomb. How do you think I get in? I don't live here, you know.
Well, I do. And it's real dark in here when the lid is closed and all the torches are out.
Which way is it? Can you lead us out?
Follow me. The exit is this way, through the gift shop.
The what?
Just be careful not to touch anything as you pass through. They have a strike you, break it, you bought it policy. Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, and next time, use the main entrance like everyone else, okay?
Hey, guys, don't leave me alone.
Oh, I'll be back tomorrow, you big baby.
Oh, Mommy.
This is an update from Noelle Morals of Morals Money. We are not a pyramid scheme. How stupid do you have to be to think that? Pyramid schemes are illegal, so it is literally impossible for us to be one. All you haters obviously do not understand a single thing about business. If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, you are going to have to make an upfront payment. So sometimes that means getting a second mortgage, but it will pay for itself in a year's time. As long as you keep recruiting your friends and staying motivated, you can be a businesswoman. We are a legitimate business and not a pyramid scheme. Do not listen to our haters. Recruit your friends today. Do you get sad sometimes? Do you get stressed out? Worried about the continuous expectation of your parents and society and the futility of your actions compared to the billions of other people on the planet and humanity's impending doom? You may be entitled to compensation. I'm Mona Lott, and I am here to fight for your rights. You have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And every minute you are unhappy, you deserve to be paid. You are not responsible for your unhappiness. And here at Lott and Little, we will find who is responsible and bring them to justice. Lott and Little, we care a lot and you pay only a little.
Oh, hi there. I'm sure you're wondering what's going on. I can assure you it's not as it first appears. I know, a gun, a butler, a body lying on the floor. You may have even heard gunshots earlier. Yes, he was murdered, but it was someone else who shot him. Perhaps I should better explain. You see, while the course of events ended here only moments ago, they began hours before. Others had been called here by Mr. Walters. This was the house. By the way, that's Mr. Walters over there. This is rather complex. I think it would be best if I just take you back and let you... I could never do the story justice in my own words. Imagine it's now earlier this evening. And as I said, others had all been called to meet with Mr. Walters. And... oh dear. Mr. Walters? Mr. Walters. Steve, you need to get up.
I'm supposed to be dead.
I know, but these people came to see a story unfold, and we can't very well show the events of how you were murdered with you lying in the middle of the floor.
I've been shot!
Yeah, no, see, it's earlier now. You won't be shot for some time yet.
But do you think it'll be okay? They won't be upset if a dead man suddenly stands up and walks away?
They'll understand. They came to see a story, not to watch you lie on the floor. Go ahead. Get up.
I really wasn't prepared for this. I was expecting to be dead.
I know, but it's for the best.
What do I do now?
To start, just wait in the other room.
I sure hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. Well, as I was saying, several people had been all called here by Mr. Walters. This is Betty Dupree, an old flame of Mr. Walters. She intends to marry him, but not for the right reasons. And here is Jennifer Jones, Mr. Walters' business partner. Lydia Comfrey, Mr. Walters' current fiancée. He loves her. She loves his money. And finally, there's Preston Lavender, Lydia's friend. There you have it. You've met everyone. And with that, I give you the murder of Stephen Walters.
How should I know why we're here? You're his business partner. And you're his fiancé.
Would you two quit your bickering?
And I certainly don't know why you're here.
Because I was the future Miss Walters long before you ever came into the picture.
Was is the key word there.
Ladies, please.
Must you bring him everywhere?
I was invited, just like you.
Yeah, I bet you were.
As you may have gathered, these folks don't exactly get along. They never have. To be quite honest, they're not the easiest of people to get along with.
Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
Who are you talking to?
The audience?
Oh, that's great. Go ahead, spoil the illusion.
I'm simply trying to...
You're ruining the story.
I'm just...
You've broken our pace.
Okay, I'm acting as the narrator, just as I'm supposed to.
And I suppose next you'll be telling them how it ends?
They know how it ends.
What?
They know how it ends.
Well,
Then what's the point? This is supposed to be a mystery. How much mystery can there be when they know how it ends?
Well, it's true they know how it ends. They don't know who did it, only that it was done.
Isn't how a big part of the mystery?
I mean, it can be, but in this case, the real mystery is who, not how.
And they don't mind knowing the end up front?
They're still here, aren't they?
That guy sitting on his couch has yawned 3 times already.
Yeah. I think he's about to fall asleep.
Okay, he won't fall asleep if you guys stick to the script and keep the story moving ahead.
So it's our fault now.
Okay, let's get back to the story. Okay? Thank you. As I was saying, there is no great love shed amongst any of these folks. To put it most bluntly, they hate each other. But in that hate is the one common thread that brings them here today. As much as they may despise each other, they all hate Stephen Walters even more.
I'm still not so sure about you talking to the audience like that. I just don't understand it.
It's been done for thousands of years. It's called an aside.
A what?
An aside. Okay. Theoretically, when I'm speaking to the audience, you aren't supposed to hear me.
That's silly. We're right here. How can we help but hear you?
Okay. You don't understand. Of course you can hear me, but you're supposed to go on as though you can't. It's an opportunity for me, as the narrator, to speak with the audience. It's almost as though I'm having a personal conversation with each member of the audience. Shakespeare did this all the time. It's like the chorus in the ancient Greek plays.
But this isn't a musical.
Okay, just because there's a chorus doesn't mean it's a musical.
Then why would they have a chorus?
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Well, then get on with it. We've got a story to tell here.
Right, the story. Where were we?
You were about to explain the purpose of the chorus to us.
No, I meant this story. Remember? The murder and all?
I, for one, don't feel like I can continue until you explain this chorus business and that aside thing you keep pulling.
I'll have to second that one.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to hear what you were talking about.
Oh, good heavens. Oh, what about the audience?
We already paid their money. How do they know this isn't the story they came to see anyway?
Because we already told them it was a murder mystery.
Well, yeah. But I want to know what the chorus is for if it's not for singing.
Okay. Folks, please bear with us for just a moment. I promise you this won't take but a minute, and we'll get right back to our story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, as I said earlier, as the narrator, I will often speak to the audience as the story unfolds, much like the Greeks did in their plays thousands of years ago. But there, they most often used what is known as a chorus.
But they didn't sing?
They may have in some cases, but they didn't have to. Okay, you see, it wasn't the delivery that was important, it was the message.
What was the message?
Well, it would depend on the story. What's important to understand now is how this relates to the statements and to the audience that you've witnessed today. It's why the chorus was there in the first place.
Well, why were they there?
First and foremost, to help the story move forward.
Why not just let the characters tell the story through dialogue?
Well, they probably could, but when a story is very complex, it would take hour after hour of dialogue just at the stage for the events about to happen. But if someone, or a group of people, a chorus, were to fill in some of the background and details as the story goes along, the audience gets all the facts, and then the most important parts of the story can be played out on the stage through dialogue.
I don't get it.
Yes, what are you talking about?
The chorus, or in this case, a narrator, provides details and information that may not be readily apparent to the audience, but are important to understanding the story as a whole.
But why do you keep talking to the audience?
To help the story move ahead.
Sounds kind of like a way for you to get some extra lines and to try to upstage everyone.
It's nothing like that. Everything I say has been carefully crafted by the playwright. Every line, stage direction, and each aside has been thought out and written down. And in order for the story to work, it must be followed precisely.
You do seem to have a lot of lines. And even some of your speeches are leaning towards soliloquies.
Okay, that isn't true.
No? Then why is it that your lines are coming up every other time, yet we all have to play round robin?
No. I'm just an actor doing my lines as written. If you want to take issue with the quantity and occurrence of your lines, talk to the writer.
Maybe you already did. And that's why you have all these great lines.
All right, this is getting too ridiculous. We have a story to tell, and I think it would be best if we got back to it.
Well, that's easy for you to say while we're having the leading role.
I don't have the leading role.
Oh no? Then who does?
Well, I would say it's Steve.
Steve is the lead? But he's dead.
Not yet, he isn't.
Yeah, not yet, I'm not.
But he will be, and he hardly has any lines.
Yes, what about that? I have more lines than Steve.
Quantity of lines isn't the only factor in making the lead character.
Now what are you talking about?
The number of lines spoken is no criteria for calling someone the lead character.
Then what is?
Okay. The lead character, or protagonist, is someone who gives all other characters a reason to be there.
This is way too technical. I'm bored.
Okay. We've gotten way off track again. Let's just get back to our story. The one the audience came to see, and try to entertain them to the best of our abilities. Remember, every part is important to the whole of the story, no matter how large or how small.
Was that a shot at me?
No. I'm just trying to get the story back on track and at the same time appease your delicate actor egos.
Oh. Okay then.
May I continue now?
Yeah.
And you're all okay with me being the narrator and speaking in asides to the audience?
Yes.
Thank you. Actors. Now, where was I? As I was saying, none of these folks care much for the other. And they had all been called here by Stephen Walters for reasons yet unknown.
But I know why.
What are you doing?
Well, I felt it my responsibility to interject and draw attention to myself, being the star and all.
The star! Now I've heard it all. Next, you'll be telling us that the only reason these people are here is to see you.
I mean...
That's it. That is it!
People, please. Just calm down, Lydia. And you, Steve. Get out! May I get you anything? May I get you anything? May I get you anything?
Are you talking to them or us?
To you. I am the butler, after all. May I get you anything?
Right. No, I'm fine.
Anyone else?
All good.
I think I'd like a root beer.
What?
I'd like a root beer.
You're supposed to say no.
How's that?
When I say anyone else, you're supposed to say no.
I am.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But I'm thirsty. What?
You need to get with it, Jennifer. We do have a story to tell, after all.
But I really am thirsty.
You know, so am I.
People.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
People.
Now that you mention it, I'm kind of thirsty too.
Mm-hmm.
People.
I'm thirsty too, John.
People. What are you doing?
You asked if we wanted anything, and we said no.
As you should.
But we actually are thirsty.
But you're not supposed to be. It's not part of the script.
Really now? And what has been part of the script so far?
I really don't think this is the time nor the place to get into that. We must finish telling the story.
Are you going to get us something to drink, or...?
No. I'm not going to get you something to drink. But what I am going to do is try my best to keep the story moving ahead, no matter what the rest of you try to do.
John's right. We have to get back on track.
I will go over the CP myself. And with that, I shall go.
I believe that's your cue, Jennifer.
Oh, my cue. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh, right. Before you go, why did Steve call us here tonight?
I am only the butler. And to that, I do not know.
And as the narrator?
To that, I cannot say.
We've been waiting 10 minutes now, and we still haven't seen Steve. I just wonder if this is one of his practical jokes. And he isn't even here.
He wouldn't. Would he?
He might. He loves to make us suffer and show he has complete control over every one of us.
He certainly doesn't control me.
I don't even know why you're here, dear.
I'm here because Steve wishes me to be here, dear. And the truth be told, I'm pretty sure it's for more than just my presence. What?
What was that?
What do you mean?
That little comment just now.
What was that all about?
Well,
yes.
Well, I was trying one of those asides like John was doing earlier.
Oh my god. This whole place has become one big farce, this play. You know, we might as well just log into Zoom, babble for 15 minutes, and then send these kind people home.
Well, I mean, aren't they technically already home, though?
Shut up!
Okay.
And you know what? What a spoil sport you are. I think you're jealous.
Jealous? Of what?
Of my superior acting and ad-libbing ability that I've used to carry you and the rest of this cast through the play.
You've got to be kidding.
I've seen you, all of you, looking at me in awe.
Well, I mean, if that's short for awful, you're right.
Why, you?
More superior ad-libbing, I see.
All right. Now apologize, Preston.
No, I won't.
Jennifer, make him apologize.
Apologize yourself.
Yeah.
Freeze! This is the police. I've got you all covered.
The police, you're not a cop!
I just always wanted to say that.
Oh my god, if that's not the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
How's that?
No.
I'll shoot.
Stop! Now! Come on, guys. Let's just all put our guns down, okay? It's just a play, you guys. That's all.
Just a play? No, you
please!
Last
you guys! It isn't worth it. I deserve so much to live for.
Well, this is where you came in. The gunshots, the body falling, the butler with a gun. With a little mystery, a little suspense, and a little humor. This has been The Murder of Stephen Walters.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's Vanier College production. We hope you enjoyed our little online show here, and we hope you all have a great night.
VCP Work-Study video editors desperately need your help. Every VCP performance video is currently captioned by Work-Study. Not just VCP videos, all videos in fact. Ever see a YouTube video? We captioned that. Seen a Netflix movie with captions? We did that too. We are desperately sleep deprived. Please donate your time today to caption a Radio Play Festival video. For every video that gets captioned by a volunteer, a Work-Study gets 15 minutes of sleep. Call now at 555-555-5555. That's 555-555-5555. This campaign was captioned by a Work-Study student.